What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A. Polk, and welcome to the wrap up. And Saw the Lodge, which stars Riley Keough, Jaden Martell, and Richard Armitage. And this is a movie about a soon to be family that heads up to this retreat in the middle of nowhere during the holidays, and they end up getting snowed in, which causes them to be stuck inside the cabin, and weird stuff just starts happening. And the reason why I said this is a soon to be family is because you got Armitage character who is recently separated in the movie, and he's dating Keough. Well, they're engaged, and Armitage has two kids, a boy and a girl. The boy is played by Martell, and all of a sudden you got Armitage character who has to leave because of work duties before his fiance and the kids get snowed in. So he's gone, and that just leaves Keough and the two kids. And this is one of those situations where the kids are not too fond of the new woman that is in dad's life. And and horror is my favorite genre of movies, but this was one horror movie that I was not too impressed with. I mean, the storyline was pretty interesting, but I mean, because like I'm not trying to spoil anything, but like you got some like it's stuff dealing with the hauntings, like, and the weird stuff that they are dealing with. It's stuff that has something to do with Cug's past, and I'm not going to get into that. Not gonna get too much in it because I'm not a spoiler, because that's not what I do. But this I had to put this on one of the bad movies of 2020. It was just something that I just couldn't really get into, and it did premiere at the Sundance Film Festival back in 2019, and then got a limited release in theaters this year in February of 2020. And I'm also happy I did not go to the movies to go see this, because it was confusing, it was slow, and I mean the only part I'd say that like I really did like about it was the acting and some of the horror effects that was in the movie. That was the only thing that was kind of interesting about it. But other than that, I mean, we're watching it, and we're kind of like bored with it. I mean, the only stuff that really entertained us was the horror effect stuff that was happening, the horror stuff that was happening, and it was a great cast choice for the movie. Everybody did well playing the characters, but the lodge didn't quite wasn't quite there. And I mean, if you're a horror fan, I mean, you may like this movie. I mean, I'm a fan of ghost story movies, and that's what this pertains to. And yes, well, that's what some of it pertains to. And if you're a fan of that, if you're a fan of horror movies and a fan of like supernatural and things like that, then I mean, you may get into it, or you may not. I mean, to me, I just felt like that the movie didn't really pick up like how it should have. And when it was over with, we was just thinking like, what just happened? We was confused. We was looking like some deer in some headlights, and like that's how confused we was. But the lodge is, I mean, like the lodge is something that I think that you know it's one of those is also one of those movies that, well, I mean, like, okay, it probably could have been. I ain't gonna say that like it was a movie theater material, because it was movie theater material, but still, I mean, if I would have went to the movies to go see this, then I probably would have fell asleep. And it's yeah, because it just didn't really entertain me that much, all like that. But the movie is out on DVD now, and should you check this thing out at the Red Box, or should you go buy the DVD, or just wait till like the price drops down on the DVD? Personally, I think that I mean, if it's not at the Red Box, I mean, because I don't know if it is at the Red Box or not, but if it's not at the Red Box, then I would say like wait till the price drops down on the DVD if you plan to buy it and check it out. Oh, but overall, I would say just check, see if it's at the red box first, and if it's at the red box, then okay, then check it out on the Redbox. If it's not, and if you want to see this movie, then probably just like wait until the price drops down. Or if it's cheap on demand, then yeah, watch it on demand, because this, I mean, it's not something I would pay like, full DVD price for. Well, a new price of DVDs for. And for the Lodge's grade, I give the Lodge a C minus. The only reason why I give it a C minus is because like I said, the only thing that was good about it was, the acting. Like, the acting was good, and some of the horror effects that had happened. And out of 5 stars, I give the Lodge 2 out of 5 stars. And until then, this is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up. And also, if you like this movie, hit like. Tell me what you. If you like this review, hit like, and tell me what you thought about the review. Or if you've seen the movie, feel free to comment on what you thought about the movie. And if you want to see more videos from me, hit subscribe.